sportscoverage.com and our broadcast of Winston-Salem Christian School basketball. We are here live
at College Park. Baptist Church.
Yes, we
Gymnasium in Winston-Salem. And you are?
I am Alec Hodges, ladies and gentlemen.
And you are?
I am Jordan Lee.
And I don't know who I am. I'm just in the middle. I'm Malcolm in the middle. But welcome to the broadcast of the Lions versus the
Conquerors.
New Life Christian Academy Conquerors from Fayetteville, North Carolina. We played this team in Fayetteville 2 weeks ago, and I think it was about a 17-point win. I think it was, Jordan, double figures.
Yeah.
So we came on the second half, and they had a bad second half, and the Lions kept up the pace and was able to put them away. But Alec, we were here last night with Jordan and I and Donnie Baldridge for a game between Community Baptist and Winston-Salem Christian.
Yeah, that was a good game last night.
It was certainly a tale of two halves because the Lions owned the first half, and they got it handed to them in the second half.
Yep.
And it came down to a final play right here at the top of the key. The Lions had possession with like 6 or 7 seconds, and Jamal DeShields took a pass from the wing, was going to drive right down the middle of the lane. They converged, double-teamed him, slapped the ball away, went down the floor, missed the first layup, missed the first putback, then made the second putback as the horn blew. And that was a heartbreaking loss,
Yeah.
Jordan. I mean, that was because, I mean, everything had gone pretty much okay, but we kept saying, you know, that if Mr. Brooks gets hot and starts shooting those long three-pointers, it doesn't take long to cut a 15, 20-point lead down to nothing, and that's what they did. But today we're going to be facing the New Life Christian Academy Conquerors. We were playing the Conquerors last night. That may be a bad omen. Can we change their mascot just for today, because maybe they do have something over on us. But the captains are at the circle talking to the referees. Captains for Winston-Salem Christian is Madison Norwood and Jamal DeShields. And I don't have the numbers of the captains from New Life. Got a few people milling in here in the crowd trying to get their favorite seat. It's funny when you look at when you go to a gymnasium to a game, people always find their seat, and that's where they sit every time. You almost pick them out where they're at. So, Jordan, what do you expect after? I know last night everybody's, they were down and depressed and really upset at the fact that they gave a game away. Is this the kind of team that can rebound from that? Because they've gone through a lot of adversity, but can they rebound and come out here today and just start playing and hitting on all 8 cylinders right away?
Yeah, I think they can. I think the Lions are coming out with more just hungry and ready to win off that lose last night.
Maybe they want to prove something.
Yeah.
You know, that we are a real team, and we can't just be forgotten about. Now, I noticed, I thought I saw, I guess it's the same kids in uniform that were in uniform last night. And that's their Carolina drill, you call it?
Yep.
The one that Carolina does?
Yep.
Now, see, if I did that, Alex, you'd have to get a winch and wrench me in off the floor.
Yeah. I saw them diving on the floor, and that's like, are they sliding back into first? They going into second? What are they doing?
But they are getting ready for the pregame ceremony here. I think they're going to introduce the players. Maybe they are. They didn't introduce starting lineups last night. Now, Alec, you're sitting beside the athletic director, so please watch your comments about the team.
I'll try my best.
And she can be mean too, so be careful around her. Again, we're here at College Park Baptist Church Gymnasium in Winston-Salem off Polo Road.
It is off Polo Road.
Just about a 9-iron shot from Wake Forest University.
You know, I like my 3-wood.
Well, yeah, I don't bring out the woods because they hit them too far. Lose too many golf balls that way.
Start shanking.
Yeah. Mr. Alex Kendall has the microphone, wireless microphone on the court. Tell you what, we're going to take a short break while he's going through his pregame, and we will be back in a few minutes.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
And we are back live here at College Park. I almost said College Park, Maryland.
Yeah,
That's where the Terrapins play. I don't think we're going to go to College Park, Maryland. They're introducing the starting lineup now for the Lions, and of course, senior Jamal Shields, the Mr. Everything for the Lions. Robert Williard, number 4, will be a guard starting today. Trey Dennis will be the starting point guard for the Lions. And I think a pleasant surprise, Samuel Reams this year. He's really come in and he's offered something to the team. And Jacob Brown, the 6 foot, between 8 and 10, 6 foot something. He's up in the clouds. He's our center, and that is the starting 5 for the Lions. You know, is that the ocean? You know, our photographer, Miss Cameron Hutchins, and you know how good a photographer she is and how much work she does. I come to the gym today, and I started talking to the New Life coach because I wanted a lineup. And I said, "You remember us?" He said, "Yeah." And he says, "You be sure to get that young lady that takes us great pictures." See, he didn't care about us. He just wanted to make sure Cameron was here taking pictures. But we are set for the tip-off here with the Conquerors going from our left to right and the Lions going from right to left.
And tip will go to the Conquerors. Bringing it up the court, off to the right wing. Pull up Jay, give him 2. It'll be number 25, Eric Elliott. And just like that, the Lions have gone down the court. And there's a...
just like that, Jamal Shields does his patented baseline move and lays it in.
That's his go-to move.
Yep.
Balls
like we're in a zone defense here.
Yeah, it looks like they're in a 2-3. Almost there.
Ball taken away. He is hacked from behind. It's kind of the way it started last night, Jordan. We were taking the ball away, having some fast breaks. Let's hope it's not the sign of things to come like it was last night. So Mr. Willie will be at the line for 2 free throws. You can hear a pin drop in here.
Yeah, it's quiet.
But I will warn you, Alec, when and if Jamal dunks a ball, he's going to run out on the floor. So, or he's going to limp out on the floor.
He's going to hop. The hop is a better word. First free throw was good. Second free throw on the way and is no good.
Jacob Brown fights for the rebound, loses control under the board.
And just like that, once again, they're moving it up and down the court really quick. The ball was tipped out of bounds. Possession will go to the Lions.
I don't remember a Conquerors being a real fast-paced team when we played them down at Fayetteville, but they're pushing the ball today.
Ball's almost intercepted. And
Jamal Shields, 3 points.
So the score is 62. And a 3-point shot is in and out. Rebounded by the Conquerors, put right back up by number 40, Trayvon Mays.
That was a great position. He got under the board and got boxed out the taller Jacob Brown and pulled down that rebound.
Trey Dennis over to Williard. Back to Dennis and pull up from the free throw line by Jacob Brown. Rebounded by the Conquerors, and it was tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, Jamal got that call from the referee. He pointed in his direction. Threw the ball away on the inbounds pass. That's not good.
And Morris took that ball in from the inbounds pass, and he went down the court. And now to the top of the key to C.J. Artis. And he drives in the lane, dishes it back out for a three-pointer, up and no good, off the rim. Rebound by the
Wow,
Lions.
they're
Oh,
fighting
it
for
was
the-
for the Lions, and then it got tipped around and put right back up for 2.
Yeah, they kept the ball alive, and Lions couldn't grab it. Goes back up for 2 points for the Conquerors. There's another telegraph pass, swatted away.
They were fighting for that ball. They were up and down, up and down. But there is going to be a foul called on the Conquerors.
Was that a good call, Jordan?
I don't think so.
I think it was a fullback over the left guard, and he ran right over him.
32.
This ball goes out to Trey Dennis. And he's at the top of the key. Throws it up to Brown for the little floater with the right hand, no good. Rebound by New Life. And put up with the left hand, no good. Tries to get the rebound. It goes out of bounds, but he throws it back in. 3-point
No good.
shot, no good.
Jamal seems to be a little frustrated about where the players are on the floor.
Not getting into their positions.
Robert lets one rip from downtown. No good. Put back Jamal to Shields.
So New Life is going off to the left, and nice little bounce pass. No good. Going up for the rebound was tipped out of bounds. It'll be Lions ball.
I think Jacob Brown thought he had that rebound, but that
Thought
guy
he did
came over
too.
and just overpowered him and knocked out of bounds.
Trying for the double team, and it works. And Lions get the ball back. And he's going up with the left hand. Good. Give him 2, Trey Dennis.
That's a Jordan Leak move right there.
I taught him that.
You just-
So New Life is going in the lane, and it's going to be a charge.
Their coach is saying
Trey
the player flopped and drew the foul, but
Dennis drew that foul. He had his feet positioned, and he just ran into him uncontrollably.
yeah. Here we go again with a lazy pass. We got to get better at our passing. There's a reach from behind.
A reaching foul by Morris.
Yeah.
Trey, get tight with the ball. Don't be so loose. Ball fakes. Ball
Jamal's like a coach on the floor.
Yeah.
So number 1 comes to the bench for New Life.
Jacob, flash high.
Number 5, I think, went in for him.
Should
Jamal
be a
with a corner
three-point
shot
shot.
from 3-point, no good. Now, Jordan, did you see how he did not follow his shot initially, and the ball bounced right where he would have been if he would have taken a couple steps in? Well, we talk about that a lot, about these players nowadays don't follow their shot. They kind of lean back and watch it, and you're giving up a lot of second chance points if you do that.
First shot is good by Jamal DeShields.
I noticed that the Lion cheerleaders are not working today. That's not good.
It's quiet.
It is quiet. Good. Josh, go down that way. Alec, you don't know this, but Josh Hedges is probably my favorite player because he's not the flashy type player, but he will get his hands on every missed shot, and 3 times out of 4 he'll get the rebound.
Yep.
And then he can be against a 6'4" guy. He doesn't care. He gets it, and he plays goalie for a soccer team. So we've Donnie and I kind of decided it's because of his strong hands being a goalie. He goes and grabs the ball, But I mean, he's just a presence under the board. He takes care of the baseline, does a lot of good things that you don't see in the scorebook. You don't notice it, but he's the kind of player that when you put him in the game, you're going to get everything he's got. And that's what Coach McKinney looks for.
That's all you can ask for in a player. So it'll be New Life's ball. The score is 12-6 here in the first quarter, and 3:55 remaining on the clock. And Rashad Royster is going to his right, looking for the screen. He's going to drive in.
Wait a minute, he walked.
Yeah, he did walk, but that's going to be a blocking foul on number 4, Robert Williard.
Robert had 4 fouls last night in the ball game.
Yep.
That was, I think it was a good call, but he traveled before. Nice soft touch on that jump shot from number 11 from New Life.
Royster.
And now we got the Shields in the corner, no good.
It seems like New Life is trying to push the court.
They are. Nice play. Roll out. Oh, wow. That was a big-time move there, and he almost had that shot go down. Going to have Madison Norwood will be going into ball game number 32.
First shot is good by Royster.
And Samuel Reams going in. And Madison Norwood, Robert Willard, and Jacob Brown take a seat. Jordan, what's your favorite defense, man-to-man or zone?
I like man.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you usually try to guard their best players?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
try
what he
to guard
does?
their best player.
Try to get it in his head and get him rattled a little bit.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit.
See, we could have used you last night on Seth Brooks.
Yeah.
That kid was unstoppable.
Did you know he ended the game with 44?
44 points. And made the key turnover to set up the winning basket.
Yep.
The reason I know that, Jordan, is because I put an article on the website last night that you didn't read yet, apparently.
I didn't read it.
At 1 o'clock this morning, matter of fact.
So 3-point
Josh,
shot.
no good. Ball comes right out to Reams. Take it away.
Royster had a nice spin move right there in the lane, but he picked up his dribble and put it right back down.
They're not wasting any time going to the bucket when they go right through the defense trying to get to the lane and for a layup. And usually you hope to either get a foul or get a layup, and this time it was a turnover on a double dribble. Ooh, Hedges.
Let's get him fouled.
Oh,
Get back, Josh!
he got hit a couple times. But
He did. He came up like he was grabbing his mouth because he looked like he got hit pretty hard down there. There's a wild pass by New Life. Ball goes out of bounds.
A little bit too tough. Jacob White's coming in for Josh Hedges. Jacob is
Freshman.
he's a freshman. Doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he was I watched him play middle school ball a couple of years, and Jacob has a lot of potential. Being a freshman, he'll have plenty of time to develop into a great player.
Yeah.
Samuel Reams misses his first one. Last night he hit 3 in the first quarter.
Yep. 3 in a row.
Yep. Nice ball movement. Oh, man wide open
New
coming
Life
down
is-
the baseline.
New Life is starting to come back. It's now 12-11 with less than 2 minutes
You got to slip!
remaining here in the first.
Slip!
There's a 3-point attempt, and it is good. Give it to him. Jamal DeShields.
Jamal DeShields.
It's good ball movement by New Life right there. Getting it in the paint, trying to penetrate. The ball was lost, and now DeShields is going to dish it off.
Good play.
High kiss off the glass by Trey Dennis.
Great unselfish play by Jamal. 2-on-1 break. Came out with a basket.
And New Life's trying to get it in the paint. And they're just moving the ball around the perimeter right now, looking for that 3-point shot. Now it goes inside. No good. Rebound lines.
Help Samuel get the ball up the floor. Jamal from the corner for 3. A little bit off. So Jacob White comes back out, and Mr. Hedges and Mr. Brown will go on the floor. DeShields taking will take a short break. One thing about the Lions, Alec, when you watch a Coach McKinney game, he uses a lot of players. He demands a lot out of him.
That's
So
a long three. Wow. Long three by Royster. He was out there almost to the volleyball line.
he was in NBA territory. Wow, that was a good shot.
That was beyond NBA territory.
Looking like Seth.
Yeah.
Now Trey's going to drive in. Nice little jump step right there. Try to put back by Brown. He gets his own rebound.
There you go.
And he gets it in off of the second attempt.
He got hammered a couple times across the bridge of his nose, it looks like. Yeah, but, you know, that's what we talk about. He's got to get tough under there and just dish it out the way he takes it. Going to go for the last shot here with 10 seconds in the first quarter.
And New Life is passing the ball around the perimeter. They're just waiting for that last second shot. And it goes up. Good. Wow. There's Royster. Rashad Royster.
That was by the volleyball line.
That was deep. That's insane.
And nothing but net. I mean, you know, we went through that last night with a dead-eye shooter. I hope we don't have to put up with that all day today. But the score is 19-17 after one quarter, with the Lions clinging to a 2-point lead. Jordan, I don't know if the Lions have kind of gotten on track yet. They're still, of course, we've had a couple foul issues with a couple players that had to have substitutes, but I don't think they've gotten in the flow of the game yet. What do you think?
No, not yet. They're a little bit shaky.
And I just still wonder if they're. I mean, I know they remember what happened last night.
Yeah.
But this is a whole different team they're playing, different kind of players. You know, probably some of them a little bit quicker than what we played last night. And you can tell they're going to the hoop. They're driving every time they come down.
Yep.
And they're fighting for every rebound. So, you know, it doesn't matter how tall you are. You got to be able to get off your feet and get the ball, and that's what they're doing.
Yep.
So the Lions will have the possession first here in the second quarter, going from our right to left from College Park Baptist Church Gymnasium.
Not College Park, Maryland.
No. Picked up his dribble, almost got in trouble up front. He can't. There was a little bit of body contact, and it was tipped, and they called over and back, which. But like we said last night, it was a good call because the referee made it. Good play by Jacob Brown. Oh, he got off his feet.
Wow.
That was a Michael Jordan layup. He left his feet at the top of the circle and floated down the lane.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
His long arms got
Oh,
on the stool.
man. I thought he was going to get caught up in the air and come back down. Wait a minute. You can't run through the lane. The one thing that I see Trey Dennis doing that I think is going to not be to his benefit, when they start driving, he starts moving his shoulder. You know, he's already telegraphing to the referee, I'm going to flop, and they're not going to call it. He needs to stand there and take that hit. It's easy to say sitting over here, Jordan.
Yeah, but it's different on the floor.
It really is.
Brown's going to pass it into Jamal. And it's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession will go to the Conquerors. Williard back on the in front of the table here to go back in the ball game for the Lions.
And Royster's going to look to pass out in the corner. And they're going to pass it in. Intercepted by Trey. Trey's going to push it down the court. Going to give it up. And nice layup.
Jordan, is that a new setup with Jacob being in the front of the zone defense? I don't recall ever seeing him come out that far.
He's not supposed to go out that far, but
He was out on the top of the key. That's how he made that one steal. But usually you got your big people down in the low post trying to rebound. Ooh.
Wow, Jamal DeShields puts it up from the left side. Misses it, gets his own rebound on the right side, and puts it right back up. There's a three-point attempt, and it's long, but one of the New Life players was right there to put it right back up. That'd be number 25, Eric Elliott.
Nobody boxing out for the Lions. Nobody in a position to get a rebound.
Jamal, slide! You got to slip down in 32!
Trey with a turnover.
3-on-1 should be an easy layup. Oh,
Oh,
no.
and he missed it.
He is Samuel Reams is fouled. You ever missed a layup like that? I'm sure it's kind of embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Because, you know, we always preach from the sideline. It's so easy to kiss it off the glass, guys. If you put it up there, you roll right in the glass, in the hoop.
Like my dad used to say, in the square, and you're there.
Yep. So we got Mr. Samuel Reams going to the free throw line. And all of a sudden you can hear a pin drop.
Quiet.
First shot is good. Samuel's got a good shooter. (26-21) Lions are up by 5 now with 5:41 to go in the first half.
Second shot. No good. It's
A
off
little
the
bit
iron.
strong.
The long two for number 3, C.J. Artis.
Good shot.
And right back around the Lions. Back on their side of the court. And there's a layup. Oh, wow.
That was a great. He timed that jump great.
He did.
Right over Robert.
Yeah,
Robert
did.
was kind of shocked. All of a sudden, nobody's up over top of him getting the ball.
They're not looking at Robert.
There's a three-point shot. It's off
No-
the iron, off
no
the
good
glass.
by
No
Reams.
good.
3 on 2. Oop, it's going to be
That's going to be off New Life.
Lions ball.
Jamal DeShields does not look happy.
Well, he's been beaten up.
The game go!
He's been beaten up under the boards pretty good, but
Yeah.
now we got Logan Burton coming in for Samuel Reams and Madison Norwood for the Shields.
There's a nice turnaround move. Hard off the glass. Looked like he lost control.
Jordan, that same move that Jacob made last night was called travel out here. Remember when he goes up on his toes with his feet don't come off the ground, and they call a travel on him.
There's a nice jumper there by number 5, Markervin Brown. Wow, he was hacked. Logan Burton underneath the net. It looked like he was hacked pretty hard.
He was determined to get to the hoop on that. It's a 1-point ball game with Logan Burton at the free throw line for 2.
First shot is good. Second shot by Burton is on the way. It is up, and it's good. So it's going to be 28-25 with 4:10 remaining here in the second quarter. Lions lead. There's a three-point shot off the iron.
Madison Norwood grabbed that ball. Ah, nice try. Uh-oh, Trey's going to be coming out for not being alert on that play.
Mason, you're going to have the rest of the quarter. I'm leaving you the whole 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
They're fighting.
Logan Burton putting that up, and a little bit of contact. Ball rolls out of bounds, goes off the Conquerors. Now Trey Dennis takes a seat, and Mason Gore. You did a Salem College game.
I did.
Remember Zy Henderson? Well,
Intercepted by Zy Henderson.
That's her clone right there, number 1, Mason Gore. Yeah, he plays just like her. It's unbelievable.
Inbound pass.
Madison's got it down low. He turns.
Needs to go up with
Double teams. He's going to have to initiate some contact. He didn't do anything with the ball.
He has to use his body to his advantage.
That's when you use that drop step right there and turn around
He
and
could have
shoot.
drawn a foul pretty easily, I think,
Yeah.
with 2 people on him
Yeah.
like that. Call a moving screen on number 40.
So that should be 1-1. Is that 1-1?
It's a player control foul where you don't shoot those. Call a travel on the Lions. Long three-pointer is going to be short. Three minutes and 4 seconds, 28-25. Robert Williard.
3 points.
Three-pointer.
New Life is going to bring it back up. At the top of the key, he's going to be met by the Lions. It's going to be a three-point attempt. Hard off the glass, no good. Rebound, Lions.
Called travel. That shot by number 30. What is the young man's name? DeMarcus Bryant. He's a freshman, and he drained a three on our game down at Fayetteville, and just lit him up. He was so excited. So we have a timeout on the floor with the score 31-25, 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first half, and we are going to take a commercial break.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here at College Park with coverage. And here's a three-point by Royster, and it is good. Score is 31-28 with 2:24 remaining here in the second quarter. And the ball is lost by the Lions, and there's a foul by number 1, Mason Gore.
And Mason got his feet tangled with the player from New Life, and good call.
There's
Another
a
corner
three-point
shot
off the iron and rebounded by New Life. Put right back up, no good. And that's ball's going to be rolling around. Nice save by Royster. And the ball is underneath. Put right back up for 2 points.
One of the shortest players on the court.
Yep.
He just took the total control of the boards on that play.
There's a bad shot by
Logan Burton was triple teamed under the bucket and had his shot knocked away. Intercept the pass on the other end of the floor by Burton.
Now Gore's going to have possession, and he's going to take control. He's going to try to cross over and pass the ball, and it's intercepted by Royster. Royster is going to go all the way to the hoop and pass it off. And
ooh, too much spin on it, and it rolls out.
Foul's going to be on number 4, Robert Williard.
That's his third foul, I believe. Mm-hmm. So Samuel Reams will be coming in to finish out the first half for Williard.
Minute 26 remaining, 31-30. First free throw.
That was halfway in and bounced back out.
First free throw by Mays is no good. Mays has the opportunity to tie it up right here. And the shot is up and no good off the glass. Rebounded by Brown. Brown's going to pass it out to Gores. Gore's going to drive it up the court. And he's going to be met.
So a half-court press, and they've taken the ball away. And then Reams takes it back for the Lions. A three-pointer, no good.
Didn't follow a shot.
Nope. 2-on-1, 3-on-2. No good. Right back. That's going to be a foul on Burton over the back. Basket is good. Now the Conquerors actually taking a 2-point lead with 58 seconds to go in halftime.
The Lions need some help at the top.
Yeah, they're struggling right now, and I still think they need to get sharper with their passes. They're just giving too many chances for turnovers.
And 2 turnovers in a row.
You can hear Coach McKinney telling them to go to, and that's interesting. Last night on the way home, Donnie and I were talking about that. We sit and we wait for the pass to come, and a lot of times it never makes it to you. You got to go toward the ball. Again, we got having trouble getting inbound. Reams with a long three-pointer, no good. That was a rebound by Mason Gore. He happened to be in the right spot at the right time, and to hit him right in the hands, he had to get a rebound.
Norwood did a good job of fighting for that rebound and throwing it off of one of the New Life players. Oh, nice pump fake.
Nice drive by Samuel Reams. I've never seen Samuel drive the lane like that. He's always shooting from downtown.
I think that was his first layup of the year.
That was a great move.
That was nice. That was a nice move.
25 seconds and counting. Tie ball game, 33-33. 15 seconds. Looks like the Conquerors are going to set up for last shot before half. And the shot is no good.
Rebounded by Gore. Gore's going to be basically triple teamed over there.
So you got 3.9 seconds. It's going to be Lions ball. They'll be taking it out about three-quarter court. Reams will be throwing the ball in bounds. See if the players take Coach McKinney's advice and move and go toward the ball. There goes Burton breaking. Now Gore's going to have to hurry up. He left a long. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
That was a three-quarter court shot by Mason Gore, and it had a good shot going in.
I saw it, and I'm like, all right, that might have a chance. About halfway there, I'm like, okay, that really looks like it's going in.
That was
bounces off the glass, hits the rim.
So we've played 16 minutes, and just as it was when the game started, we're tied up.
We are
33-33. And Jordan, what's your thoughts on the first half? Obviously, this New Life team, they've got some athletes, and they're doing a good job. But I still don't think the Lions are in sync yet. They're just they're not paying attention, and they just don't seem to have that intensity they need to put these teams away.
Yeah, they look a little bit flat.
And again, I'm sure they're tired from last night, but Coach McKinney, he'd play 8 days a week if he could, because he loves to give you guys a chance to face competition and get better. But it's definitely they've got their hands full again with this team, and hopefully whatever magic he can pull out of his head at halftime to get them focused in what's going on, because I'm sure this New Life team's not going to sit down and roll over. I mean, they can shoot the ball. They've proven that. They got 2 or 3 kids that can hit it from long range. And I think the Conquerors are more aggressive on the boards. They don't have the height, but they're in there, getting position.
They're more physical.
And they're not afraid to put their body on you, and the refs are letting them play under the boards. We've seen a couple of times on both ends, players come down holding their nose or whatever, they got hacked across the face. But, it's basketball can be a tough sport.
It is definitely a contact sport.
And sometimes you get your contacts knocked out if you're playing basketball.
That's only if you're old and blind, right?
I don't know. I haven't been there yet.
Some of you old people.
I haven't been there yet. We're going to take a station identification break. We will be back momentarily.
Hi, this is Miranda McKinney, Athletic Director at Winston-Salem Christian School, and you're listening to TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, right here on TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Home of the Winston-Salem Christian Lions.
That is correct.
And the Salem College Spirits.
That is correct.
And
also home to
occasional home to Alec Hodges.
I was about to say the occasional home to the voice of the Winston-Salem Dash.
Occasionally. Soon to be a part-time voice for the Salem Spirits.
Yes.
Okay. We do have some stats for the scorebook stats, at least, and leading the Lions at the first half in scoring. This is going to be a shocker, Jordan. Our leading scorer, Jamal Shields. Wow. He has 15 of the 33 points, which is not unusual. But Jamal with 15, and Williard has 4 points. Logan Burton has 2 free throws for 2 points. Trey Dennis 4. Jacob Brown has 4 points. And Samuel Reams has 3 points. And that adds up to our 33. On the other side of the scorebook, you have the Conquerors from New Life Christian Academy. Rashad Royster, he's hit 3 3-pointers and has 1 free throw and a 2-point basket for a total of 12 points in the first half. Yep. C.J. Artis has 2 points. Eric Elliott, 4. Walik Morris, 2 points. Trevon Mays, 2, 4, 5 points. John Henderson has 2. Markeven Brown, 6 points for the 33 total for the Conquerors. It doesn't seem like really either team has gotten anything over the other one. It's I think as far as hustle, I think the Conquerors have played a better first half, but looks like the Lions do just enough to keep themselves in the ball game. Yeah. You know, they have an opportunity and they just blow it. And I think Coach McKinney's probably going to tell the troops that we need to get physical because these guys, they're going strong to the board. They're driving through 2 or 3 defenders, and they're drawing fouls. You know, and we got to do the same thing if we're going to stay in this ball game. And I don't know how the team does when they get behind by 4, 5, or 6 points. Mm-hmm. And have you seen all the games? Are they a different club when they're behind?
Yeah, most definitely. Whenever they're behind, I think that lights a fire under them, tell them that they need to go to work.
Well, I know they certainly they're going to have to do some work second half because the Conquerors, they didn't drive 2.5 hours not to win this ball game.
Yep.
And that is a long drive, and riding in a bus, that has to be even harder for those kids to drive that far. When we were down there on January 3rd, we went to their facility, and I want to say we appreciate the cooperation we got from Coach Parker and all the folks at New Life Christian Academy. And the coach, he said they won a couple games in a row in the last week or week and a half, and you know he's pretty pleased with how his team's going. They play some pretty good competition, and he's I know he's got some players that want to win, which is always good. You got players that can play the game and they take it serious. And I like the sportsmanship that's shown. Coach Parker is coming over looking for something. So must be a dispute on the number of points maybe someone has. Now, Jordan, when you play, do you run and try to see how many points you got?
No,
I mean, to me, that's not important, is it?
No, not really.
Okay. I know last night when we were doing our post-game interviews, a lot of parents were coming over, looking over our shoulders, like, how many did little Johnny get, you know? The thing they should be looking at is that you blew a 20-point lead and you got beat on the last play of the game. But, so what do you expect in the second half? I mean, I know Jamal, as he's proven over and over, he can kind of score at will. But when he gets frustrated and gets beat up on the baseline, sometimes it gets the best of him, and he's not making those easy layups that he should be making. But I think they have another coach coming over. Or they think we're an official scorer, don't they?
Yeah.
Just because we got a scorebook. Coach Tennant is looking, seeing what's going on. I know one thing. I don't know how good you're going to be as a team, as a coach, but you guys have some sharp-looking warm-up suits you wear now. I mean, you know that they always say if we can't play the part, we're going to look the part. So you guys look like a really a tough group.
Like I always say, you look good, you play good.
Yep.
And then there's some people, no matter what you put on them, they're not going to look good. Just saying. From experience, I'm just saying. Well, I feel kind of honored to have Mr. Hodges in our broadcast. It's been a long time since we've had a chance to share the microphone.
It has been. It's been a while. I know I shared it with Donnie last week at Salem College, that was a fun game. Getting to watch Zy Henderson and all
Q Lewis.
Q Lewis and Zy Henderson, the dynamic duo.
Q she's a great ball player. They met their match against Lynchburg, though. Lynchburg had 3 players 6 foot or better.
Wow.
One 5'11" and 3 5'10".
Wow.
And 5 of those players were from the Forsyth County area.
Wow.
Bishop McGinnis. You recognize Bishop McGinnis with 9 straight state championships?
Something like that.
And they had a gal, Olivia DeFrancesco, and she drained 6 out of 7 3-pointers. Scorekeeper giving me a mean look like she wants a scorebook. And
she thinks that, like she's the athletic director or something. I don't know.
You know, when people get a little authority, they really. But we are almost set to get this game underway. We're gonna kill the music and get ready for the second half of action with the game tied 33-33. And if you are listening in down in the Fayetteville area, welcome to our broadcast and thank you for joining us. Your team has put on a great performance here in the first half, and it's been fun to watch. And Mr. Hodges, the second half is underway.
The second half is underway. The Lions will have the ball, and Dennis will have the ball, and it will go into Jamal, and he's going to lose the ball.
They need to get on the floor.
Yeah. Royster passed it off to Mark-Evan Brown just for the easy layup. And ball is almost intercepted. It's going to be a 3-point shot by Brown, and it is up and good.
Jacob has a great 3-point shot. He's a good shooter. Referee calls timeout and calms down. A couple players, too much contact between 2 players away from the ball, and no need to have anything get out of hand here. So.
And New Life is going to have the ball, and he's going to be picked off. And Trey is going to go all the way to the basket, coast to coast.
Oh, that was not a good foul by Jamal.
No.
Running down the sideline, try to body up on the player, and as soon as you make a little contact, the referee's standing right in front of you.
Yeah.
He's going to blow the whistle.
So New Life is going to have the ball. Royster at the top of the key is going to dish it off for a 3-point attempt. No good. Rebounded by the shortest man on the court. And he's going to lose the ball. New Life will have the possession.
3-on-2. Ball is stolen twice and back, and now it's a jump ball. very sloppy place to start the second half.
Yeah.
So New Life keeps possession at their end of the court.
Three-point shot. No good.
Box out.
That's a deep three.
Brown tries to save it. Goes right into New Life hands. That was over the back. Wow.
Get in there.
Wow, I could have sworn that was over the back.
There was a couple of over the back, it looked like, but then I think our players got frustrated and started backing into them, and then that's what they call it, a pushing foul.
Well, I mean, I guess with Trey being the shortest guy on the court, you get that. Ball's intercepted.
Samuel Reams took the inbound pass.
Yeah, it was right to him.
Yep.
It was a
Mr.
three-point
Willier,
shot.
three-pointer, no good.
Rebound, New Life, and they're going to take it down to the other end of the court, trying to drive. And it's a three-point shot. That's going to be long, but it's going to be tipped right back. Wow.
That was great heads-up play by Conquerors. Samuel Reams coming off the floor, and Mr. Joshua Hedges. So Hedges now down low for the Lions on offense. That's a long ways out there.
Long three. It's going to be off the glass. Nice box out. Couldn't handle the rebound.
Josh had position, and
He
they
did.
just went up over him. He flopped. Oh, that was a bad call, ref.
No, that was a good one. He lowered his shoulder.
The problem is, though, Jordan, is that Trey hit the ground before the guy.
He does that a lot. What Jamal needs to watch out is he needs to watch out the 3 seconds, because last time he was in the lane.
Yeah.
They didn't call it.
Ooh, almost a travel by Robert. There's a three-point corner shot.
Good.
6'9". Jacob Brown drained another three-pointer, 41-37, with 5 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Coach McKinney he's done a lot of screaming here this game, trying to get the attention of the players. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We were doing the Salem College game Thursday night, and Coach Anderson from Mount Tabor dropped by because he was some of his former players. So he did a little commentary, and he was talking. He says, "I'm surprised they don't have a media timeout." And Donnie said, "Yeah, because we're the media. We're here."
We need to pay some bills.
He said, "I kept waiting for a media timeout the other night up at the Guilford game. They don't have media timeouts."
Tell them we need to pay some bills and that have a media timeout. This ain't football.
No.
Well, if we did cover football,
Yeah, we did.
we'd have a guy in a red shirt down there. New Life finally gets it over the timeline. Now they're at the top of the key. Royster's dribbling to his left. He's going to hand it off. And it's going to go down low. They're going to kick it back out, drive right back in, kiss off the glass, give him two. That's number 3, C.J. Artis.
They've done that quite a few times. Pass the ball around the perimeter and cut right between two defenders. They're going to call a foul on the floor, I believe. Call a blocking foul on number 1 from New Life.
That's Morris. Now Trey has the ball at the top of the key. And he's going to kick it off to the right to Williard. Back to Trey. Back to Williard. Down inside to Jamal. Jamal's going to try to drive. And it's going to be kicked out by New Life. That's going to be his third. Oh.
See, that was the one thing we were talking about.
40.
Madison, if Madison would do that same thing and create some contact, you get a foul. There's a lazy pass knocked away.
Now New Life.
3-on-3. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That was a circus shot. That would have been quite a shot if it would have went down.
That would have been.
again, Jamal takes it to the hoop and draws a foul.
That's going to be Mays' fourth foul.
Fourth
Wow.
foul. Jamal with the line
Wow,
for
already.
2
4
shots.
fouls.
4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jamal misses the free throw.
You can tell he was frustrated because he missed that one. It's 41-39, 4:03 remaining here in the third.
Number 40 coming out for New Life, and number 50 taking his place. And that would be Mays coming out and Wilkes taking his place. And then for the Lions, Trey Dennis takes a seat on the bench, and Mason Gore will be running the point for the Lions.
Now Royster's going to be handling the ball for New Life. Now Artis has the ball. Back to Royster. Looked like Artis tried to push. Now the ball goes back to Royster, and he's going to try to drive. He's met by all 5 of the Lions. And now that's out on the wing to Wilkes. Wilkes is going to try to drive, and that's going to be...
Call a push.
He got a push on Brown.
Jacob Brown was pushing on that baseline drive, so it's his first foul. Inbound pass, way short.
I think Jamal's taking it all the way.
Yeah.
Yep. Coast
I
to
think
coast.
if he would have had a better position, he probably could have dunked that ball. Yeah,
There's
it's going to
a
be
foul
a
by
foul
Robert.
on-
That's going
yeah.
to be his 4th. Or is it 5? Maybe
five?
5. So Robert fouls out of the ball game. Robert Williard, with 3:23 to go in the third quarter, draws his 5th
I think
foul.
that was 4. I couldn't know. They're saying it was 4.
Was it 4? Okay.
He has 4 fouls.
Probably best for him to come out anyway. with
Yeah,
4
I mean,
fouls
it's
this early in the game. There's a lazy. Now Royster's going to have the ball. Ball was stolen away by New Life. And he was wide open.
44-43. Lions up by 1 with 3 minutes to go in the third. They just called a technical foul on the coach. The other referee. I totally agree with the New Life coach. Number 1 did not cause Mason to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Mason
It was out of control.
Mason is 80 pounds at best, and if you blow hot air toward him, he'll fall over. And number 1 was just playing defense, and I totally agree with their coach.
Yeah.
That was a bad call. And I don't think the coach said anything to draw a technical. He just said that's ridiculous, and the other referee a mile and a half away. So you New Life fans out there, I feel for you because that was not a very good call.
If y'all heard us if you heard me chuckling in the background, Jacob Brown just missed two of those free.
I got a question.
Yeah, he comes off the court and comes to Coach McKinney and says, "I got a question." After missing those 2 free throws.
Now Jamal drives the baseline, and he must have stepped out of bounds. I thought they called a contact foul.
Yeah, me too.
So Jacob White will come out for Trey Dennis. But you see all the contact on that drive by Jamal, and you see this little thing happen in front of
Yeah.
us. It's just, it doesn't add up.
I think the size difference.
I think that was part of it. He walked. Royster walked. He got the handoff pass by number 25, Eric Elliott, and I think he took about 2 or 3 steps too many.
He was in a hurry to get to the basket and forgot to dribble. So it's 44-43 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Jacob Brown with a long three-pointer from the corner, no good.
Good. Man, he was just outmatched right there. Josh Hedges on the rebound.
They're going to call a reach-in
That's going to be on Hedges.
on Hedges.
That's going to be his first. Royster will be at the line with 2 shots. First shot is up and good for Royster. Second shot is on the way. It's up and good. So that brings the score to 45-44. New Life is taking the lead. I think this is their first lead of the night.
Ball was slapped away on a entry pass down to Brown.
And the ball gets stuck.
Ball gets stuck between the glass and the rim. So it's a ball out of bounds to the Lions. Mason Gore comes out. You got 2 minutes to go. What's 32, Jordan?
32 is a zone play.
He's giving it to Jamal. Look, right underneath the board. It's a tough play by
That
Mr.
is a
Hedges.
tough play.
And
He stuck with his rebound.
He did not give up, you know, and he, like I said, when that ball comes off the glass, Josh says it's mine. I'm going to go get it.
That's what I like about Josh. He doesn't stop hustling.
No, he's always going after it. Whoa, a little bit of
Lions need to get this under control. I knew that was going to happen. They needed to slow it down. Seems like they're playing kind of out of tempo.
Yep. 47-46, excuse me, Mr. Hodges.
Seems like whenever Winston-Salem Christian tries to push down the court and they get ahead of themselves, it seems like they kind of get out of focus and out of sync.
Josh Hedges.
Trey's going to pull up with a nice little floater, going to be rebounded.
They fought after the rebound amongst Samuel Reeves and Trey Dennis, and Trey got the worst end of that deal, and he's on the floor. A little bit of pain. I don't know if he might have got hit in the stomach or. We need to strap on the helmets, I guess, and go after it.
Put on the shoulder pads, lace them up one more time.
So Trey helps himself off the floor and looks like he's a little woozy.
Yeah. How about a darker, more egg-shaped ball that we play with laces in it?
That would work. Wouldn't draw as many technical fouls. So we have 1 minute, 1 second to go. Lions are trailing 46-47 in a few strange calls along in the third period here. Lions trying to get it inbounds. Finally, they do to Mason corner.
I don't see how he didn't walk there. It looked like he took like 2 little baby steps.
Mason, when you reach in, you're going to get called. And look at Jacob Brown comes over and hugs Mason, and Mason could barely see above his number.
Well, Mason was laying on the ground, and Jacob comes over and picks him up as he's still laying down.
Another foul on Mason Gore. Jamal DeShields trying to calm him down. 1-on-1 situation for the Conquerors.
Shot is up by Royster.
Royster,
It is good.
nothing but net.
Second shot
It's good.
is good.
Even the crowd today is a little subdued based on
energy
what we went through last night. Take it in there, Jacob. Nice left-handed roll. That was a great.
He sat there at the top of at the free throw line, and he was just, "What do I do?"
Ooh, that was. There's a foul on Jacob Brown under the bucket. Substitutes coming in for the Lions. Jacob Brown or Jacob White and Madison Norwood are here in front of the scores table, and Coach McKinney says he will tell them when it's time to go in. Number 25 is at the line. That would be Mr. Elliott. Ooh, first one, no good. Now Hedges and Brown come to the sideline for Jacob White and Madison the Monster Norwood.
Yep.
Second free throw is good by Elliott. 7 seconds.
7 seconds. Jamal goes up. And he's fouled on the way up to the rim, and it looks like he's hurt. Look like he hurt his knee.
May come down. That was the play they were hoping for last night, to get through that defense on the top of the key and have Jamal attack the glass and at least draw a foul, and it didn't happen last night. We have the confusion on the scores table. It may number one is fouled out. So the coach Coach Parker calls his team over for some instructions. Number 5 is going to go in for Walik Morris, who fouled out. Number 5 is Markeven Brown. They were thinking that he had 4 fouls, and the official scorekeeper here says it was 5.
You don't argue with the official scorekeeper.
Not when they have as much authority as this scorekeeper has. 1-point ball game. It's 4.2 tie ball game. Jacob Brown goes back in. Jamal limps off the court, favoring his right knee or ankle, one of the two.
Looks like it was his knee.
Don't foul. There's a nice running jumper. No good. The buzzer sounds. So after the end of 3 quarters of play, the score is tied at 50-50. Pretty evenly matched game here today. I wonder how that having the Mr. Moore's foul out's going to affect. And and that was too bad, because probably the one foul they didn't account for is when he was called for pushing Mason down, which was totally a missed call. And maybe they just figured out they didn't count that one, because he said, I haven't had a foul in the second half, and that was just a few minutes ago. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna have some kind of impact, I'm sure, on the play of the Conquerors. But as in most cases, there's plenty of people sitting on the bench that want to get out there and show you what they can do.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that little incident with them arguing back and forth, it kind of reminds me of Quality Education Academy. Did you guys play Quality Education?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I remember I was announcing for, it was over at Forsyth Country Day. Yeah. And their coach was going off on the official scorekeeper. But back to the game, Royster now has the ball for New Life. And he's going to dribble off to his right. And he's going to pull up, and it's going to be way short.
That's Madison Norwood throwing his weight around, getting that rebound. That was a good play by Madison. He needs to get down court. Reams, no good.
And
breakaway for Royster.
Royster with an easy right-handed layup. Gore is going to
telegraph that pass.
Telegraph it.
2-on-1 layup is good. 54-52. Conquerors.
They need to slow it down.
Yeah, they do. They need to slow it down big time.
They're forcing it.
We got 3 substitutes getting ready to go in the ball game for the Lions as they lose another possession on a turnover. 2-on-1. Royster down the end of the floor for an easy layup. 56-50. See how long Coach McKinney's going to let this this wild type of play go, because they're just not they're getting double teamed in half court.
He's got Sam wide open right over here.
Madison
gonna be
Norwood,
short.
no good for a short jumper.
Madison did a good job of going after and following a shot.
Now we got Robert Williard, Jamal DeShields, and Trey Dennis coming in for Samuel Reams, Jacob White, and Mason Gore. So basically we got the starters back on the floor. Jacob Brown in the corner.
It's a bad pass.
That was an ill-advised pass into a double team, and there's a charge. They're going to call block. No, they're going to call a charge. That was another questionable call.
Yeah.
You know,
He sells it. I'll give it to him. He sells that flop. And Jacob Brown is going to pass it off to
take
Norwood.
it to the hoop, Madison. Jamal backs out for a three. No good. Rebound. It's going to be Conqueror's ball. Goes out off Robert Willard, fighting for the possession in the corner. 6:16 to play. 56-50. New Life Christian Academy on top.
There's a three-point shot. It's going to be off the glass. No good. Rebound.
Jamal pushing it down the floor. Nice. Jamal is still favoring that leg when he came down.
Yeah.
56-52, and Coach McKinney calls a quick timeout after the bucket. 5:53 to go in the game, and Jordan, does this game surprise you? Did you think the Lions would be in for a real battle? Or
Yeah, I think it would be a battle because last time they played them, it was a battle until the fourth quarter.
and then they kind of ran out of gas,
Yeah.
and the Lions just put it to them. I noticed something different today. You know, when we went to Fayetteville, Coach McKinney started with the full court press, and it really had no effect on them. They were too quick, and he hasn't done that today. But he's drawing something up over there. So, you know, he's a technician when it comes to basketball, and that little clipboard he's got, he'll draw up something. So with 56-52, 5:53 to go in the ball game. Still anybody's game.
Jamal's going back out there with that hurt right knee.
So Jamal is setting up the defense. And we got
Trey, you got to back up too. Foul line.
that token press did create a little havoc and created a bad pass, and the Conquerors threw it away. So turnover.
Nice little bounce pass there to Willard. Over to Brown. Brown's going to take it up. Left-handed,
Good.
left-handed floater.
Little floater brings the score to within 2 points, 56-54. There's a
That's good defense
great
right
defense by more good defense. Jump ball with Jamal DeShields on the floor fighting for the loose ball. That was a good defense by Jamal and Trey Dennis, double teaming the Conqueror player and traded the turnover. Jamal's still a little gimpy there, but he's a player on both ends of the floor. You got a 3-on-2, no good. The put back, no good.
So the Lions need to have
Kevin
somebody
Brown.
bring the ball up the court. It'd be probably in their best interest to try to slow this game down. They have plenty of time. They got 4:55 left. And they're trying
Great
to move
look
it.
and
Nice.
great
Madison
play.
Norwood.
Nice.
Jacob comes up to the free throw line, takes that pass, and when they converge on him, he just dips it off under the bucket to Madison Norwood. There's a downtown shot that's off the iron. And Mr. Norwood again getting tough under the boards with the rebound. Jacob Brown with the short baseline jumper, and he is fouled. So Jacob will have 2 foul shots with 4:30 left in the ball game. 58-56. And we have a lane violation with Madison moving after the ball was given to the shooter, so the first shot has been wiped off because of the lane violation. Now we get 1 shot. It's up and in. So a 1-point ball game with 4:30 to go in the final period.
There's an intercepted pass. He's got it. He's going to do it.
Yeah. 2-hand dunk by Jamal DeShields.
There we go.
And the crowd gets, he's back court. He's going back and whoa. Travel. He's going to say he traveled before the guy called the foul under the bucket. He had the fist up. He's going to call the foul.
Wow.
But the trailing official was going to call travel.
Yeah.
But the official down low had that fist raised when he blew the whistle. So
I don't know. I think he walked before he got into.
He went from the foul line to the.
I thought he double dribbled.
Volleyball line.
I thought he did too.
So what we think means absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Well, to the referees, it doesn't.
Ball doesn't lie.
That's right. Another turnover. The Lions have pulled ahead 59-58 after that dunk by Jamal DeShields.
I think that was a turning point right there. That's what they needed.
Robert Willard with a 3, no good. It's going to be, but
Rebounded
Madison
by
Norwood. Nice
Give it to
play by
him.
Madison Norwood.
Foul going up too, so he will be at the line. The old-fashioned 3-point play.
I like the way he got that ball, put it right back up, kissed it off the glass, perfect.
Yep, didn't do any extra stuff.
Because sometimes he has a tendency to bring the ball down and people take it away from him. So Madison's having a great game. He's done a lot of good things under the board, and see if he can convert this 3-point play.
Nope.
A little short, but he gets his own rebound.
He walked.
They're going to call traveling on that. So Coach McKinney has put in the like a three-quarter court press. Easy for you to say. Long over the top pass. 3-pointer. He was on the line. They're going to give him 2 points. Good call, Mr. Leak. He saw that from our vantage point. Jacob Brown turned. No good. Lions trail by 1, 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Looks like they're kind of in a makeshift 2-3 zone right here. And they're going to get the ball.
Robert Willard, 1-on-2. Might want to back it out. Let everything set up. Now we got Trey Dennis.
That's going to be, give him 2.
Little floater. 63-60, and Coach McKinney quickly calls a timeout. There's some disagreement on confusion as to the alternate possession.
Oh, they were trying to determine whether or not they should shoot 1-and-1 or not.
So I don't know if that turned out to be a missed call or it's fun to sit here and listen to Coach McKinney very calmly.
Yeah, he seems like he's just very calm in the huddle. You know, this high-intensity game.
So that man loves to coach basketball. He absolutely loves it. So with 3 minutes and 1 second left, 63-60 with the home team, Winston-Salem Christian Lions on top. And Jamal is still limping as he moves across the floor to set up for his half-court press defense.
Turnover.
They're going to call it off of New Light. Uh-oh.
I will say Jamal DeShields reminds me a lot of L.D. Williams, the old Wake Forest basketball player. He's got that, just something about him. He's got the ability to turn the game around just like that. He can swing the momentum. There's a blocked shot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, talking to him.
You don't want to be that was not very good. Right before the travel is called, we get a timeout. Jacob went for a short running jumper, and he got rejected by Trayvon Mays. Mays was not happy on the. There is some discussion about the timeouts that Coach McKinney has, and fortunately, both scorebooks have the same stats that they did not
never
call
argue
any
with the
timeouts.
athletic director. Never argue with the athletic director.
So, Coach McKinney has 3 timeouts left with 2:32 to go. 3-point ball game. Lions ball. Jamal taking it out. Trey moves. Little pull-up jumper by Jacob Brown. Now they're going to call a ticky-tack foul out on top of the circle, and that's going to set Mr. Williard to the bench with his 5th personal. So Samuel Reams will come in for Williard.
This is intense.
It is. It's an entertaining game, too. I like sitting here and watching the reaction of coaches. And when one coach is happy, you got to know the other one's upset over something. If you recall the game we did at Joel Coliseum,
yes,
right by Andy Muse when he was coaching Tabor.
Man,
some of the things that we heard and saw was unbelievable.
It was pretty awesome.
65-61. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Trey Dennis double team. Dribbles through him.
Looks like he was hit from behind.
And Jacob Brown with a short jumper, no good. Got 3-on-1. Nobody got back. There's a long shot. Short. Nobody rebounds for the Lions.
There's a long three by Artis. No good. Rebounded. Wow.
He had a couple of shots at that putback. Nobody was boxing him out, and he just kind of toyed with it above the rim.
I don't know how that's not a reaching foul right there.
It was a minute ago right here.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Reams in the corner drills it back out to the front. Oh, almost travels.
Oh.
He might have missed one. They're going to call Jamal with a reach in. Tell you what, the crowd is starting to come alive across the way here. They've got their whistles out and their striped shirts, and they're starting to call this last 2 minutes of the ball game. A 2-point game with number 5 is Mr. Brown, Markeven Brown, going to the free throw line. Should be a 1-and-1, I believe, or is it a 2-shot foul?
It's 2. They're in the double bonus.
They're double bonus. Yeah, double bonus.
Box out, and rebound the ball.
And in case you folks didn't hear out in the listening land, they want us to box out on this rebound. There's no good. Jacob Brown, ball's taken away.
I thought that was double dribble.
There's double dribble.
Get out there.
2-point game, 57 seconds. Clock moving.
Royster
They're going to call timeout. So Coach Parker calls a timeout to set the final 52 seconds. So, Jordan, what do you do here on the road? Do you save it for a last shot?
I would probably, save it.
You know why I would do that? Why I would try to milk the clock is I think that in the last 3 or 4 games, I haven't seen the discipline that our players have not to go out and do a reach foul because they get too excited. And the worst thing you can do is have them score points with the clock stopped, at least if they're running the clock down. And they may go for a three-pointer.
They might.
What do they say? You go for a win on the road and a tie at home? They need to get Seth Brooks from Community Baptist. He won't have to get out of the car. Just get out of the parking lot and
Just
shoot
throw it up and somehow go in.
It will. 3 timeouts. So apparently these coaches don't communicate because we just told one coach.
We just told one.
So 3 timeouts for the Lions with 52.3 seconds. Lions are on top, 65-63. The ball is in the possession of the Conquerors on their end of the floor. Number 11, Rashid Oyster, throwing the ball in with Trey Dennis in his face. Now he's dropping back.
Watch him stepping back in.
There's
Ooh,
a long.
that was a bad
wow.
shot.
That was over
That's
the back.
over the back, had to be.
Get out there, Trey.
They're going for the win, I think.
No.
They're going to call a block on that one. They're going to call a block.
I'm surprised they haven't warned the New Life.
They won the bench.
I mean, they have like
They're
three
gonna
or four. They
they're
have
gonna
3 or 4
call it.
guys coming out on the court.
They're going to call a block on the floor. It's not a shooting foul, but he is in a double bonus. Weren't they in a double bonus?
No, they did count it. Looks like. Yeah, they did count it.
Yep.
And New Life is now up by 1, 66-65. Lions
35
need to,
seconds.
Lions just need a bucket right here.
He's got 2 timeouts. Timeout.
Coach McKinney gets his full timeout, according to the referee. 25.5. Conquerors up 66-65. Referees are wiping their brow. They're worn out. They've been running a lot today.
Starting to look like the game from yesterday.
Yes, it does. So we're down to the last possession again. So Coach McKinney's. Now, what would you do, Jordan? Would you, in a case like this, you're down by 1. Do you want to go ahead and score and then try to play defense?
Yeah.
Probably give it to. I would say you bring Jacob out to the foul
I would
line.
say give it to Jacob.
Give him the pass, and if they converge, then drop it off to either Jamal in the corner or Samuel Reams in this corner.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the last 25 seconds.
So Norwood's going to be down low with Jacob, one on each side of the lane. And
So Trey is at the top of the key.
19 seconds. Samuel
big.
Reams with a
That's
three-pointer. No good.
They got a foul. Got a foul.
Ooh.
10.6 seconds.
Game's not over yet.
No, it's not. It's far
66,
from over.
65, and this will be a double bonus free throws for C.J. Artis, number 3. First one is no good.
I can't shoot free throws well.
That was almost a curveball. It came out spinning.
No, it was more of a slider. You know,
Had a
he's got
wicked
little
break
bit-
right at the hoop. It took a break to the left.
Somebody get shooter.
1-point ball game. This is a key free throw for
Get
the
this, call
Conquerors.
timeout. If they don't get this, call timeout.
And it is nothing but net. 2-point game. McKinney's going to let them take the ball out with 10 seconds.
There you go.
They get the ball across half court. And Coach McKinney calls a timeout. He will have the inbounds in the front court with 67 to 65, 7.9 seconds.
8.5, actually. That's what the 8.5 was.
8.5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not always what you see is what it is. It's what it is what you see.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's actually 8.5. That gives us 0.6 of a second, which could be an eternity for someone driving the lane. Now we got 50 seconds. So we're going to. Now we got
8 minutes.
Now we got the fifth quarter getting ready to start. But we'll get it set at 8.5. And it's the clock operator. He's having a good time trying to figure out all this modern technology. Wireless scoreboards. So the Conkers take the floor. Coach raised his hand like he's in school. So we will get the clock adjusted.
Once we get it adjusted.
And the crowd.
50. Now we.
Well, it's close to 8.5. He's got the right digits. We got to move him around a little bit. Each team has one timeout, and Coach Parker is, at least he's smiling and laughing about it.
And we got it.
Now we have 8:50 to go in the game. 8.5 seconds. Inbounds to Jacob Brown. Madison Norwood with the rebound. Timeout with 2/10. 1.8 seconds. They're going to give
1.8 seconds.
I'm starting to get nervous.
Okay, what we want to do on this one is the ball's going to be inbounded on the right off to the right side of the backboard, looking down the floor. You put Jacob Brown, have him break down toward the basket, lob the ball into him.
Mm-hmm.
He's only a foot taller than everybody else.
Yep.
I've seen him do that a couple times this year, but let him go up there and kiss it off the glass, make the winning basket.
Yep.
The tying basket.
Oh, it's a 2-point game, isn't it? Because he made that free throw. Or he may draw a foul and make a three-pointer.
What I say is they're underneath. He just lobs it up. He lobs it up to Jamal. Jamal's going to get it. He's going to dunk it.
You know,
to tie the game.
Against a lot of teams that we've played, that would work perfectly. But this team has better jumpers than we got,
Yes.
have quicker players than we got, and the ball would be stolen or knocked away. But neither one of us three are the coach, so we don't have to make that decision.
Yep.
1.8, and on the floor for the Lions is Trey Dennis, Madison Norwood, Samuel Reams, Jamal DeShields, and Jacob Brown. It's going to have to be a touch and shoot, not any time to do anything else.
I don't see how that was a foul. I don't see how that wasn't a foul. I mean, he toppled right over him, too.
So the Lions drop a close one, 67 to 65. We're going to see if we can get a word with their coach before he exits the building. We're going to have Coach Parker from the New Life Christian Academy Conkers get a word with him and get his thoughts on the game. Welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Parker.
Thank you.
That was it was thrilling,
Yes,
and it was trying, but we were commenting how great your kids, they came to play today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They've been waiting for this opportunity for a while since we played you guys down in Fayetteville. So,
Now, Mr. Is it Royster?
yes, sir.
That young man is a ball player, isn't he?
Yes, sir. He is.
He
Yes,
can
sir,
take
he
it through the hoop. Were you nervous here at the end with 1.8 seconds? You never know when somebody breaks wide open and they just lob a ball in, but you guys played it just right.
Right, definitely. I told my guys to watch for number 14, I believe it is.
Yeah, Jacob.
Because I know last game you guys beat us over the top with that inbound play, so that's what I was kind of expecting. So,
Well, I thought your kids played a whale of a ball game, and there were a few. We commented about some of the calls, and we were kind of siding with you most of the time because it just, things happen.
right.
I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but I want to congratulate you on a great ball game. It was well worth the time to watch. I mean, it was a great ball game.
Yes, sir, it was.
And you guys never let them get way ahead of you, and just played good, solid defense. And again, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the year. I'm sure you're going to win a bunch of ball games. You're a fine coach. You got some great athletes.
All right, thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Coach
Thank
Parker.
you. Thank you.
That was Coach Parker from the New Life Christian Academy. Happy for the road win. He mentioned how they had lost the game down at Fayetteville, and his kids were ready to redeem themselves, and it was a good ball game. A lot of good action.
It was a very good ball game. It was fun. It was intense, and I sure had a good time calling it.
It was a fun game to call. The Lions came in the last game with a 5-game winning streak. Now they've lost 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Their next game is next Friday. We'll be here at 7:30, I believe, is tip-off, and we'll have it on triadsportscoverage.com. I would not want to be going to practice Monday with Coach McKinney at the helm because even though, he saw a lot of things that he probably didn't like, but when you play a team the caliber of New Life for those athletes they got, you better bring your A game because they're going to take it from you. And I was impressed with everything they did. I think New Life overcame some calls that didn't go their way. They kept their composure. I mean, for a moment they were upset. But Coach Parker calmed down, and they just played their ball game. And it was just wasn't meant today for the Lions. They suffered a second loss in a row, 67-65. But we will be back on the air Friday for the Winston-Salem Christian Lions. I'm going to ask Miss McKinney who they play on Friday. Friday night's game will be against North Stokes, one of the public schools here in the area. They'll be playing the Lions at 7:30 tip-off. We will have all the action, and we will have our staff photographer on duty, I hope, Miss Cameron Hutchins. She's actually taking some pictures of the scorebook for me now so we can write some articles. But again, if you were listening down in the Fayetteville area, we appreciate you tuning in. Congratulations on your team's big win. It was a great ball game. You've got some great athletes, got a fine coach, and we want to say congratulations on the road win. So for Mr. Alec Hodges and our expert commentator, Jordan Leake, this is Mike Pettaway saying so long until Friday night at 7. We'll be on the air at 7:25. So we're going to sign off until then.
Adios.